Welcome back to the Frills Daily Show with our sick picks of the week. Starting off, we have our Thursday night game, Indianapolis versus Denver. Now, I don't think that Indianapolis has a chance. Denver is upset with the loss against then the 0-3 Raiders, and Denver is definitely going to pull this one off by at least 7. Which brings us to the New York Giants and Green Bay Packers. Now, even though Green Bay Packers are the home team advantage, this is played in London very early, and they're going to have a hard time stopping Saquon Barkley. And the Packers are going to struggle in that aspect, and I believe that the Giants are going to come out with the win. Okay, so we have Houston versus Jacksonville. Now, Jacksonville's been playing really hot. Houston, not so much. So Jacksonville with the easy win on this one, which brings us to Atlanta versus Tampa Bay. Tom Brady hasn't had all of his weapons that he has needed lately. However, I still think that regardless of the adversity that they've been facing with the injuries and things going off the field, I still see Tom Brady coming out with the win on this one. And I think, Sean F. Smith, you have a little bit of ground to pick up. So what do you think about that next game there?
Well, I do have some ground to make up indeed. And let's do it. Detroit at New England. Detroit has been playing hard, competing, and playing to the last play of the game, and they're going to pull out a win against New England. Although New England's strength is their defense. They're playing with a third-string quarterback, and Mac Jones is going to be out for many more weeks with that high ankle sprain. Which takes us to the battle of 2-2 AFC teams, which 15 teams right now are 2-2. It's almost 50% of the league, which is the LA Chargers at Cleveland. I think it's going to be a little cold. It's going to be a cross-country trip for the Chargers. And so I see Cleveland pulling this one out by at least 6. Which leads us to the Pittsburgh Steelers at the Buffalo Bills. I know the Kenny Pickett era started last week, and he rushed for a couple of TDs, but that Pittsburgh defense is going to have no shot versus Josh Allen company. Buffalo is going to shut Pittsburgh's offense down. It's not even going to be a chance. Buffalo will win by 17 with ease. Then we have an AFC East battle in the division, Miami Dolphins versus the New York Jets. And I know Tua is going to be out, but since Teddy Bridgewater has had all the snaps with the first team all week long, I think he's going to settle in. They're going to do enough. They're going to go into New York City and beat the Jets. The Jets will keep it close, though. I'm saying that Dolphins might just pull it out by 2 or 3 points. We will just have to see. That takes it back to you, Frills Daily.
Whoa, really? I'm surprised you're going with Detroit. I'm surprised you don't think that they're going to muffle yet another one. But that does take us to Chicago versus Minnesota. Now, Minnesota's at home. I think they have home field advantage. And they need to start doing a lot more than what they're doing, especially since Philadelphia is still undefeated. Minnesota's going to come out with the win, which takes us to Tennessee versus Washington. Unfortunately for Carson Wentz, his passer rating has gone down significantly each week. 101 to 99.6 to 71 to 56.7. Sorry, Carson Wentz, not happening. Tennessee comes out with the win. That brings us to Philly versus Arizona. Now, Philly's 4-0, and Arizona has really been struggling a lot lately, and the coach is already on the hot seat. They can't afford to lose another one. However, Philly is hot right now. So Philly's going to come out and be 5-0 and surprise the entire NFL with another win, not even at home.
Yeah, indeed. This was a tough one to pick. The Seattle Seahawks going to the New Orleans Saints. Seattle doesn't do great in road games, especially in different time zones. And although Geno Smith has been balling out, I think New Orleans is primed to have a big game. And Jameis Winston as well. I think New Orleans is going to come out on top at home. another NFC matchup, the San Francisco 49ers, who are looking so good with Jimmy G. And that defense looks like one of the best in the league to me, going against the Carolina Panthers. Carolina has no chance in this game. I just don't see them doing anything at all. Baker's going to have a hard time against those Niners, and I don't see any other way this game is going to go besides the San Francisco 49ers win. And speaking of that Niners defense, they just made the Rams look silly. The Niners made the Rams look worse than the Bills did. And the Los Angeles Rams got to take on the Dallas Cowboys, but they're in LA. The entire NFC West is 2-2. However, the Dallas Cowboys, since Cooper Rush has taken over, he has been 3-0. But I think the Los Angeles Rams are going to bring Cooper Rush back to reality. He's going to get his first loss in LA. The Rams are going to bounce back and win by 7. What do you think about that Sunday night game there, Frills Daily?
Wow, you sure are picking some bold picks this week. I understand you got to catch up, but come on, man. Anyway, yes, the Sunday night game, Cincy versus Baltimore. Now, Cincinnati might be able to slow down the pass a little bit because they do have a solid defense and a passing defense specifically, and they have been improving, but they're going to struggle with that run. I see Baltimore coming out with the win by 3 on this one. So what's going on with that Monday night game there, Sean F. Smith?
Yes, which brings us to the Week 5 finale with the Raiders taking on the Kansas City Chiefs in Arrowhead Stadium. The Raiders are going to have to play phenomenal ball on all sides, offense, defense, special teams. They're going to have to put a lot of pressure on Mahomes because he's been looking fantastic this year. And the Raiders are going to have to score field goals in the red zone. They cannot play a field goal game. They cannot play to lose this game. They got to play to win and play hard for all 4 quarters. But Patrick Mahomes has just been on fire this year. The Kansas City Chiefs are going to win this game. Folks, we really appreciate you watching our 6 picks of the week with the Frills Daily Show. Please check us out on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter. And keep listening to our podcast on Anchor.fm and also Apple Podcast, iHeartRadio, wherever you watch your podcast. Please continue to listen to us. Check us out. We appreciate all of